let me guess, you have set up your name server, DNS server, your named server, and your clients or client PCs are not being able to resolve internet addresses. Let me show you what I mean. So yeah, I have here a scenario where this guy here is my DNS server, okay, and these two here are my clients. So server A can easily ping, for example, server B. Okay, everything is working fine and great, okay, and ping himself can ping the one of the lab.example.com. So all of the local network LAN stuff thingamajiggies are working as expected, right? But then this guy needs, because he's allowed to, he needs to access the internet and nothing works. Okay, so I've tried to find out what's going on with these addresses, and they are not getting resolved. Okay, so don't panic. This can happen and probably will happen because even though internal DNS servers can work things out perfectly, like I did on my previous video, go and check it out. I'll leave it a note in the end notes, but for now, listen to the end. So it's working fine on my LAN, but it's not forwarding requests to the internet. So anything that's out of my LAN, it's not resolving. So this can be intentional. This can be what you want to do. So your DNS server only resolves internal addresses and the internet is left out. This can be your intention. But if you want for internet addresses to be resolved too, you need to make a change or a couple of changes. So you go to your named server, your server, get some root access, and then you go to your main configuration file. Here I'm using named, so that's the file I'm configuring, and you need to check to see if recursion, how is your current status on the recursion. Okay, so you need to check how is recursion active or not active. In this case, I have no, because I don't want my DNS server, my named server, my DNS server to resolve internet addresses. It's just going to resolve local LAN addresses. That's what I want. But if you want your named server to resolve local addresses according to your named file, your zone file, but you want him to also to work out internet addresses, well, you just change this to yes. Okay, save and quit. Restart systemctl, restart named. And now it should be good enough for you to allow people to connect to the internet. So now I can ping Google, I can NS lookup Google, and now I can, or whatever the case may be. Okay, now everything is working. I just mistyped www, that's just my own problems. Okay, so now everything is working fine, and you can actually successfully ping and interact with the internet. That's all you have to do. It's just go to domain file and enable recursion. DNSSEC validation, it's not really necessary at this point, unless you have some really need to do so, but if you just want to internet DNS servers resolve your issues, you're fine. And that's all you need to know. The named server or any DNS server, or for that matter, will know what to do with this, and he just does this thing. I'm not going to go into much detail here, but because he has some auxiliary files like the hint files, and they know which are the master DNS, all-knowing DNS servers that can help you out. But sometimes you want to specify which servers to use. You probably noticed there is a slight delay here. Let's try Cisco first, cisco.com. And well, now these addresses were already resolved, so they are in the cache of the named server. So let's try the one ping www something really different. And there is a smidge of a delay here, and this performance can be a little bit hindering, or you don't want to use the all master files or all master DNS servers on the internet. So if you want to specify which servers your named server is going to use to resolve internet addresses, you just need to create a section like this one that I just commented out. I didn't want to use it yet, so I'll just comment this out. Okay, and I'm going to tell you which ones to use. So here you're going to put the addresses. Oops, I'm dumb. I was deleting. Okay, so let's replace these with something that you know. Okay, you just save and quit. So I'll put this in the comments down below, but now you can look at them. Okay, systemctl, restart named. That's all you need to do. Next, you can go here. Ping, let's ping www.cisco.com. And you are actually being able to resolve internet addresses. Okay, just one more. Kernel.org. And you are able to resolve all the internet addresses that you want with better performance, because you actually instructed your named server to forward your requests to two specific named servers. If you want to add any more, you know what to do, but let's do it anyways. So let's do kind of the 1111. People like to use this one. Performance. Or you can just switch around, whatever the case. You restart, and now everything is working as expected. Okay, now your local DNS server not only resolves your local LAN addresses, that then also resolves internet addresses. Ah, you wish. Oh God. So it's working not only locally, but also resolving your internet addresses. So this is kind of a good mixed bag. You can add on your own zone file your local addresses to be resolved to names and all the DNS goodies. And your DNS server also resolves internet addresses, either letting them choose which global all-knowing DNS servers to use, or you can specify your own where your DNS server can forward the requests for all the addresses it doesn't know. This forwarding action does not have to be to the internet. Your local DNS server can forward the requests to other local DNS servers. Okay, so if you have any other local DNS server on the network, your DNS server that's working for your situation can forward to another local DNS server. It doesn't have to be from local to the internet. It can be local to local, and you can just have an endpoint one, an endpoint that then resolves to the internet. So you don't have to forward to the internet. You can forward to another local DNS server and do your stuff right there. So this is how we learned. This is we learned in this video. How can we make sure that our local DNS server also forwards requests to a all-knowing internet server, so it can resolve not only local addresses but also internet-facing ones. Like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.